Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Shirley and I'm the owner and CEO of A&L Creations. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. So in my last video, I told you guys that I was going to be making my own ironing board. So I decided that I wanted an ironing board probably the size 24 by 24. I only did that because I still have my Cricut Easy Press. And like sometimes I don't want to always heat up my for bigger designs, heat up my bigger 16 by 24. I think that's 16 by 24 heat press. So I still like to every once in a while pull out my Cricut heat press. I did have a end table that was like made of really good sturdy wood, but I got rid of it, and that's normally what I heat press on. So now I just have like a plastic table, fold table, that I use to do all my sewing and everything on, and that's not going to be strong enough, of course, because it's plastic. So I decided that I was going to build my own ironing board. So the things that I got was this here, and this is batting that they usually use for like quilting and stuff like that. So I got a big thing of batting from Hobby Lobby, so I got that. And then this right here, I don't know if you ever paid attention to, like, when you purchase an ironing board from out of the store, like the ironing board cover that comes on it, beneath that is like this. It's like a silver, it's kind of, you know, plastically feeling, but it's not plastic. But it's the silver coating that goes up under the ironing board cover. So I also purchased this. I went to my local Home Depot and had them to cut me a piece of plywood. I'm actually going to make more than one. This was a bigger piece of plywood. So I'm going to make a 15 by 15 ironing board and a 24 by 24. So I just had them to cut this piece here and 24 by 24. And this is already like smooth and sanded. And I think the piece was like maybe $21, and then I wound up with 4 separate pieces cut out of it. So I may make 4 different ironing boards in different sizes. I'm not sure yet, but right there, that is that 24 by 24, and this is a ½ of inch. So we got that, and then I also went to Joann's, and I picked this fabric here for my ironing board cover. So, and I was trying to decide because the lady at Joann's did give me a really good idea. She said something about actually sewing this as if it was a pillowcase, so that I'll be able to slide it in and out and change covers as I wanted to. I thought that was a good idea, but I'm gonna go ahead because I don't feel like pulling out my sewing machine and all of that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach everything to this board to make my ironing board, and then later on I can always make extra covers. Just leave this on, or either later on detach it if I want to change it, but maybe just leave it on and then make additional you know, sleeves, and I just still take the whole thing and slide it in. Okay, so right now, oh yeah, and you're gonna need staple gun. So I have that, and bear with me guys because I've never used this staple gun before. It's actually my husband's. I just went and got new staples in the sizes that I needed from Home Depot as well. So what I'm going to do is, I guess, go ahead and get all of my material cut. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is go ahead and get everything cut out. All of that stuff cut out into the size that I need, leaving, I don't know exactly how much I'm going to leave off the ends, because I'm going to have a piece to tuck over, and I'm going to actually like double fold like that so it'll have a smooth finish on itself. I think I'm going to cut the fabric first, and then after I cut the fabric out, I'll lay this on top of the fabric and lay this on top of the fabric. Just go ahead and get off my measurements. Okay, so, and the reason why I picked 24 by 24 because that's about the width, or a table probably a tad bit shorter, but then I know I can actually lay this and it fit comfortably on top of my plastic table. Yeah, so anywho, we're gonna go ahead, and then most of this part here is gonna be cut off as well. So how much we got this way? Let's see. We got that there. Okay. Not much on that end there. So some of this down here is gonna wind up getting cut off because that's a lot. And this fabric can actually be used for something else. So guys, what I'm gonna do is, since I don't have a lot of room, I'm just gonna go ahead and go off camera, get all the pieces and stuff cut, and then I'll come back. Alright guys, so I went on and cut the fabric to the size that I need. Now I'm going to get ready to cut the ironing material. So go ahead and just kind of cut it to the point where it's even with the fabric. And then after that, I still have to cut the batting. Slide it down so I can finish cutting it. And typically, guys, I would use my rotary cutter, but I didn't feel like pulling out the mat and all of that. I'm just trying to do something quick because I have an order of 2 larger size shirts of 2X and 4X. And so I'm trying to go ahead and get this ironing board cover completed so I can attach it to the plywood and go ahead and get it get the ironing board made. So that's the only reason why I didn't pull out my mat and my rotary cutter. I still got a few other projects that I have to work on as well. And I still got this piece across the top too that you can see that I need to cut, but I'll do that in a second. I'm gonna go ahead and it is gonna be a little uneven because now since I pulled it over, I can see it kind of got thrown off. I just stuck some little clamps in here, but I didn't do many because I was hoping it'd been enough, but it don't matter. It'll all go up under there. It'll be all right. It's an ironing board for myself anyhow. And here is the batting, and I think what I'm going to do is probably double up the batting. I'm not 100% sure. I may do 2 pieces of batting just so it'll be like nice and thick when I go to do it. Not 100% sure yet. Yeah, not 100% sure just yet. Alright guys, so what I went on and done was put the batting piece on the bottom because it's so big. I put it on the bottom so I can go ahead and just cut straight across this way and then up that way to go ahead and get this part done. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and step on this side here and start to cut the batting. And I'm still trying to decide if I should double up the batting or just leave it. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to go ahead and double up the batting. I really wish I had a lot more workspace, but unfortunately I don't. So I have to make do with what I have. And this is the space that I have. My craft room is extra small. I just took a extra living space or area that I had and turned it into my craft room. So I'm making do with what I have, guys. I guess some space is better than no space. Slide it down so I can finish cutting. So got that piece of batting. So I got the piece of batting cut, and then the ironing fabric, then the regular fabric. So I'm gonna cut one more piece of batting. One more piece of batting off. Okay, let's see. Just get this out the way for a quick second. Okay. All right. So we're gonna just move that out the way for a second, and then I'm gonna go ahead and spread out some more batting. All right, so go ahead and spread out more batting. See, I don't know how piece. I'm trying to see how wide this piece is off on this end. Maybe I can just take the other piece. Yep, I think that might just work too. Take the other piece from here. Okay. Alright, so and I'm just gonna do the same thing. Go ahead and lay that fabric back on top of here. Okay. Just unfold it. And hopefully it's the same size where I can just use that. See if that works out. And it look like it may just work out for me. Okay, so right now just clamp it. Clamping everything and trying to get it all back lined up for the next cut. Like I said, it don't necessarily have to be perfect, but I like to have it close enough. Okay, so I'm only making it this thick because I want to make sure after so many presses that I still have a nice amount of fluff. Nice amount of fluff. Yeah, I think that's gonna be nice and thick there. It's gonna be nice and thick. Trying to get some of the. So, I guess it's this piece here. It's kind of had a wrinkle in it. Just trying to figure it out. Trying to figure it out, guys. Okay. So if you guys got any other ideas on how to do this, that's way off. I don't know what's going on here. That piece is way off there. What? Oh well, it'll be okay. It's gonna be tucked off. Gonna be tucked off anyway, so no big deal, no big deal. This is my first time making one, so I realized a long time ago The more I practice on something, the better I get at it. So, no big deal. So I'm just trying to slide it down some so I can start cutting. All right. As soon as I figure out, so I did with the scissors. Okay, guys. So now, it's a little bit off, but it's all right. All right. I'll just go ahead. I'll just cut off this additional batting. Now I'm gonna go ahead and slide it down. Okay. All right. Go ahead and finish cutting. All right, got it cut, guys. So, go ahead and sit this to the side and get all of that put up. All right. So, all right, on to the next part. So now, just gonna move this for 1 second. I don't know, maybe I should do these in layers because I don't know. I think these staples are 3/8 of an inch and they're 10 millimeters. So, all right. So, oh, well, I guess I should have left this. I gotta put the board on top of it. Okay. So, all right. So, like I said, the board is 24 by 24. So, it's even all the way around. Even all the way around. Okay, so here is the board, and let's see, I want to kind of make sure I got it like to the point where, so it looks like it's gonna be more on one edge than the other, but that's neither here nor there. I think that's still gonna all work out. So we take this clump off, this clump off. I'm just trying to see. Trying to get an idea of how to staple it down because it is pretty thick. It's pretty thick, pretty thick. It's pretty thick. Let me see how I'm gonna do the edges over here. Okay, so let's see. All this extra thickness off here because it's gonna make it hard to like fold it over and get it stapled. All this extra material. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of that. Okay, got rid of that. And what I was gonna do is like fold it down. And fold it under like this. Just like that. Then go ahead and get it stapled down. Okay, so, all right, guys. So it's time for this staple gun. Let's see. One staple in. So I better do them fairly close. So. I can tell you, I don't like using this thing. And I'm going to go on down. And I'm going to actually go down in this spot and do some more staples here too. That one tried to put 2 staples in there. I don't know. I'll try to get that one out in a minute. Yep, and then I'm just going to keep on going right on down until I get them all in here. Let's do one right there. All right, so we got all of them in. There's one staple here. I'm going to have to try to maybe take some pliers or something and pull the extra one out. But I like how it's looking so far. So, just wondering about this side here because it's a little thicker. So I'm wondering if I should like cut off right there, and I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like cut it at a, maybe cut this part at an angle, just so it won't be so. Just cut it at like an angle, so when I get ready to fold this side down, it won't be so thick. Just so it won't be so thick on this side. So that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do. So let me go ahead and cut this angle over here too. Just so when I go to fold it, it won't be super thick where I can't get a good fold on her. Okay, so now I'm just gonna swing it around on this side. I'm gonna kind of give it a tug, so kind of give it a tug so it'll be snug. Oh shoot, I forgot I said I was gonna put another set of staples down on that end there too. So I'm gonna do that as well. So right now, same thing I did over there. I'm just gonna fold it down. And I'm kind of using the lines on the fabric to kind of line up where I'm gonna put the staples. Like that. Actually gonna use that clamp to kind of keep it clamped in place for me. Okay. So right now I'm just trying to make sure it's nice and smooth, but not stretching the fabric too much. But just make sure it's nice and smooth. Okay. That one did 2 staples too for whatever reason. Why is it doing that? It's gonna be extra staples I'm gonna have to go in here and remove because it's putting 2 staples down in some spots. Okay, so we got those ends done. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the edges on here. All right, just cutting off these edges so they won't be in the way. oddly thick. Okay, so we got those. Then since I already got this down, just trying to make sure. I'm gonna make sure the fabric is stretched the way it needs to be. Sorry guys. I'm gonna make sure I get a good stretch on that side too. But it's actually coming along. It's actually coming along. Okay. And I'm gonna go across here as well. Giving it a little snug. This is something you definitely got to use 2 hands for. I'm still trying to figure out why is it trying to put 2 staples up in here. Still ain't figured that one out. Oh my God, I don't know why it keeps doing that. I'm definitely gonna have to get some wire pliers and pull some of these out because I'm not sure why it's, maybe I'm just using it wrong. I don't know. It's possibly I may just be using it wrong. Okay. All right, so we got all of those in. And then, like I said, for some reason, doubled up some of the staples. So I'm going to go back and remove those out a little bit later. Okay. Alright guys, so what I decided to do when it comes to the edges, I kind of cut these part off too because it was kind of bulky. So what I'm going to do is just take this and like tuck it under. So when I get ready to staple it down, matter of fact, I'm going to cut some more off this edge over here. Ooh, that's really thick. Just to try to make it a little bit more manageable because it's definitely on the thick side. And I'm just kind of take this edge just so it can still look neat on this side. Take that edge and tuck it in just like that. I'm going to take the staple gun. Actually, what? Got a staple about to come out of there. Okay, so take the staple gun and one right there. Just like that. And put one right here. You gotta have some strength to use this thing here. Okay, so down to this side and same thing. Shh, shh, shh. Sorry about that. That's my baby. Okay, so we're gonna tuck this side in too, down here on this end. Just like that. And staple. Okay, I'm gonna take this here and kind of tuck it just before I go ahead and do that side there. Let's go ahead and tuck it under. Just like that. Alright. I'm just going to take this clamp, just put it right there so they help me keep it kind of tucked. I'm going to go ahead and put one right here. Whoop. These suckers just falling out. Okay. Alright, so and I'm going to put one off in the middle and then work my way out to the ends. Okay. I'm going to put one right over in this corner. This corner. Oh, this thing here. Ooh. That's because I tore the fabric a little bit, but that's because you gotta have some. Let's see. Ooh. Well, that went flying, didn't it? Okay. You gotta have some strength. I don't have a lot of strength in these little hands I got here. Oh, see, let's see. So we try to shoot out a second one, and okay, so all right. Whew. So let's throw one right in here. This area here.
The pony video I was watching on my tablet.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing it on the pony.
All right. So on here. Whew. Okay. So I'm gonna still put some across the edges, but my hand hurting right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and flip it this way so we can get this side adjusted as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this part cut off here. So I'm gonna do this side first. Get a little bit easier. Ooh. All right, so we got those cut off. So we're gonna fold this in and bring it this way. Okay. So folding it in, and then you're still gonna kind of give it a pull, because you want to make sure it's nice and tight over there on that side. So let me see. So I'm gonna kind of pull from this end first, just so I know it's getting snugged. It's gonna be nice and snug on the opposite side of the board. Because once I put this down, I do not. I'm gonna have to pull it back up. Not at all. around. Turn it around. Get staple over here in this area. All right. Yep. That didn't go well. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna take this, go ahead and give it a fold over. As a matter of fact, actually go across and cut some of this off. So it won't be so bulky. All right. So a little of that. And now, time to tuck and staple. Get tucked under. Okay, so since this side is a tad bit shorter, what I'm doing is just trying to pull it just a little bit. Make sure it's nice and smooth, no wrinkles or anything like that. So I'm kind of pulling fabric taut as I can. Oh my God, that is no fun at all. Like, you really gotta have some strength to use this freaking thing here. Well, I gotta have some strength. I don't know about anybody else, but definitely gotta have some strength to use this. I am struggling big time, guys. So let me see. I'm trying to get it at an angle that's gonna be a little bit better for me to staple with. Which I think this is probably gonna be better. Yes, most definitely. This is most definitely a better way to do it. Alright, so now, oh yeah, I just was doing it at the wrong angle, so I definitely was struggling. Oh yes. Alright guys, so I'm just tucking and pulling. Tucking and pulling as I go, just to make sure it's nice and snug on the other side. Moving right along, guys. All right, getting close to the end. That didn't go down in there well. Let's see. So I probably just want to pull in that extra one. Can't hardly see it, but that one there didn't go down. It's more inside the, let's take that out. More inside the fabric than anything. All right, so I'm gonna go on along this side and put the extra set of staples in, and we'll pretty much be done. I'm gonna go back and pull out the extra staples that, you know, didn't go down in there, or the ones that kind of doubled up. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna turn this back this way because I found it so much easier like that. So I'm gonna put the other set of staples down here. Yes. That definitely works a whole lot better because I have to actually have the board to give me the extra oomph that I needed. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and unclamp that right there. Go ahead and, all right guys, so I went on and put all the staples in, so it's double stapled all the way around. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift the camera up so we can see what the finished results looking like. All right, so, and here it is. All right, I think it's pretty cute. Came out really good. And that's what the back looked like. Yep. And that's what we have. Finished ironing board. And that's going to work perfect because I'll be able to lay it down on the table and go ahead and press my items right on it. It's nice and fluffy and padded. So I'm pretty excited. I got some shirts, like I said, to work on, some plus size shirts. So yeah, use my lint brush, kind of get the extra length off of it from the batting. It's kind of linty, but use my lint brush and get the lint off, and we are good to go. All right guys, that is it for this video. And if you like this content of this video and want to continue to see videos that I do in the future, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button, hit the notification buttons, so you guys will be aware of when I post new videos. And make sure you guys go ahead and check out my social media, A&L Creations, Creations with a K. Check out my Facebook page, TikTok, Instagram, and also check out my Etsy page, or my Etsy shop rather. I'm going to put the link for my Etsy shop in the description box. All right, thanks guys. Have a great day.